Hello, hello! I'm Angie Sea, and this is A Hug in a Better Place. The book today is Strangers by Anita Brookner. This book had a different tone than most of the books that I've been reading lately. It was distinctively slower, and it almost had a dreary pace because it surrounds around this man's life and his day in and day out, and it gets repetitive. But then there's these moments of where you realize he's searching for companionship, and these moments that are so relatable of having to pretend in front of other people, whether that's being forced to be friendly with family, which sometimes we all just have to put on faces to maybe be more professional or be more kind. And it's very interesting, these little moments that are just captured amidst all this other mundane stuff. It puts you into almost a meditative state because it is so repetitive and it is so mundane. But it also made me think once again about old people because this man, he is older and he's retired and he's at a point in life where he's almost just trying to find what to do with himself. Because he doesn't have kids, he doesn't have a wife or a lover or close friends or really any relations that are consistent. And it's interesting seeing the times when he's old and he's okay with it, and then the moments where the loneliness hits him and you see how those thoughts run through him. It was really interestingly relatable because I'm not anywhere near the time and place that he is, and I've never been to that part of my life yet. So it's weird because I still feel like I have such an understanding of him. And I don't know if it's because the way the author just puts in these little insights that make you stop, and even though you keep reading, it still sticks with you. And amidst all of this day in, day out mundaneness, there's these cheeky little self-acknowledging moments where the author points out this was a novel and this is a story, and it's very fun to just have these little moments in there to re-peak your energy, because there's definitely not much, if any, comic relief. It's not the most cheerful book at all, despite having a token of hope in there. And it does get monotonous. It's, as I said, very repetitive. It's simple. Getting up in the morning, the things he does, the cup of tea he makes, the grocery shopping, and these two women, and how they affect his days. And a lot of it is him pondering and us just along for the ride, and it really makes you think about what isolation does to a person. And there are some very grim moments because he's so alone, and you get that sense. But then there's that little bit of hope of knowing that there's always someone, despite how unintimate or unclose or unrelatable you might feel they are. So, yeah, this was a change in pace and tone for me. And, yeah, that's all I have to say about this. Thank you for listening to another episode of A Hug in a Better Place, and I will talk to you next time. Bye now.